Welcome to Click for IB Biology. Here we're looking at the way in which consciousness can be regarded as an emergent property of the central nervous system. There's a blank version of this presentation. That's a PDF. That's linked into the description. Download that and annotate with your own notes as we go along. And then why not take the 10-question quiz at the end and check out the answers to make sure that you've got the content covered. So consciousness as an emergent property. Now the question may start with, what exactly do we mean by consciousness? And this in itself is a challenge which is beyond any video that we would possibly be able to do. But if we think of this as the idea of self-awareness, awareness of yourself, awareness of the environment and changes within that, and perhaps even for human beings, this would include what was called a theory of mind. The idea that we appreciate that other individuals have their own consciousness. But let's not get too deep into this, as this is a challenge in biology, and indeed remains one of the great challenges in biology which have still to be resolved. But the practice and the way in which researchers are going about resolving what is consciousness and where is it, how does it function, we can polarize their research into two different ways. One is what we call reductionism, and that indeed might be what we could describe the videos that we've done so far on the nervous system to be. And in reductionism, we start off working out what the smallest component parts are, understanding how they function, understanding how these structures integrate with each other. So we look at the small parts, and then we put them together to form systems, and hope that having put them together, that the system will reveal the nature of the property we're trying to work on, which of course in this case is consciousness. So that's called reductionism. The alternative approach is called the systems analysis, and in biology we have the concept of emergence. So we begin, rather than working with the fundamental parts, we're able to stand back and look at the big picture of what it is that we're doing. So we've got the idea of consciousness and what that may actually mean. And we look at the properties that that has, and what we recognize in them is that the properties which are seen in the system, which constitute consciousness in this case, are greater than those which would have been predicted from the component parts. So emergence is about where there are, let's say we use behaviors or features of a system that could not be predicted from the components. And this is what we call emergence. Now, emergence is not just restricted to the nature of consciousness. Emergence is often used in biology to explain how the integration of systems together does often produce surprisingly more complex, apparently complex, properties than we would have predicted from the component parts that we have studied by reductionism. And in the next topic, where we're looking at the integration of body systems, such emergence will reveal itself in other forms as well. And so we can finish this particular topic on neural signaling. Here's your chance to subscribe consciously to my channel, that would be greatly appreciated. There's the playlist as a summary of the videos in this particular part of the course.